We actually have a lot of packages to go through today. So we're going to start with this really fucking big one because I don't know how to do the others. Even though I was going to open this other one first because it's boring, irrelevant stuff that I don't think I'll care about. But we'll begin with this one, which is something somebody cares about. Okay. So, yeah, we got a bunch of cardboard and stuff. You can kind of see at the bottom there where the all-important receipt is. That, you know, I have to be careful. Oh, yeah. And then we got these in there, which I think we've been seeing quite a bit of from. This is nice and heavy. Well, let's get other stuff out of it. Let's begin with this piece of crap, just because. Sorry, I was just thinking, oh, if there's some of this I probably should not cut. What in the world? Anyways. This one I can. You should see, assuming that I didn't not keep track of things, that this is just TurboTax basic. It doesn't have a year on it. Maybe I don't need to keep buying this then. Oh well. Anyways, next I've got this, and I think this is one of those things with a piece of shit on the inside. So let's. Oh yeah, not this time. It's coming out. Although I see a little rip in here. Okay. And another package. I think I can try for that. Oh look, there's a little receipt in here. It's weird how Amazon sometimes does and sometimes doesn't do that. And then we got this thing. I'm going to take this scissor and very carefully move it over here so I can just sort of dump the contents of this on the table here. I think that's everything. I just want to do that and then take that and do that and then take this and do that and then do that. Okay. Well, as you can see, it's going to be a nice something. Anyways, BoogiePoP and Others, the complete series. See if there's a sexy building behind this sticker. It's a pretty normal building. I guess I don't need to be shown a sexy building because I bet somebody would be able to post something. Regions A and B, English dub. I think that all makes sense. Textless opening and ending songs. Okay, and then let's open it. We have a little plastic. Being stubborn there. And then on the inside, I'm going to put this aside. We've got BoogiePoP and Others Disc 1, Disc 2. Interesting. So the image on the back is the same as this with these reversed. These in there backwards compared to what it was intended. I kind of like the idea that they're exactly where they're supposed to be. Oh, yeah, here we go. We got Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. Diamond is Unbreakable Arc Part 2, which is set 5. We got DVD and Blu-ray versions. Is that a robot? I think that's a robot. Is that a skeleton? No. I think that's just a Demon or man wearing a mask? No. The best way to find out would be to actually fucking watch Jojo for once. But I don't think they'll let that stand. Haha. I see a region A there, so I guess this is region A only. Here's the list of all the things. And, special features. Booklet. Clean opening, ending, interview with English cast, art, character, trailers. Okay. Let's get the DVD version open as well. Compare them side by side. While we still can. Because that just means that, you know, at some point I'm going to take these and move them somewhere else. Although the DVD version, as you can see, does not have all the interviews. I think there's a couple other things missing from it, but ooh, different on the inside. Well, I have to admit that definitely looks very interesting. And I'm curious about Dr. Stone. I don't know what it is. That looks so smarmy. It just makes me wonder. I'm curious about that person's personality. There we go. Okay, we've got 3 images. And now while I put this down, I'm going to dig this case up. Fumble at putting that back together. Let's actually swap these so that we can take a look at the contents of the Blu-ray more closely. Shiny! Here we have a booklet. I could have almost sworn this looked like a different anime. Like maybe a combination of One Piece and something else. It has that brand new book smell. It's kind of neat. So this is kind of like the inside of the thing. You know, we've got similar ads. I guess. I don't know. I could, but you know, the discs pretty much look the same between DVD and Blu-ray version. But obviously the Blu-ray one has a bit nicer box. Next up we have Gridman, which I think that's an SSS or something like that. Gridman. Maybe that's 4 S's. SSSS. This is kind of heavy. Let's get this open with. I'll probably double check. Hopefully I'll spell it right when I put it in the comment description. Oh no, I said that. Maybe I should intentionally make it wrong so that when somebody points it out they can say, ah ha ha, Giga, you asshole. Come on, Glue. You do not belong here. What are these characters up to? I'm kind of curious. And I just don't know what to do with this glue, so it's going on the table over here. Let's begin by taking a peek in here. Since this is on the bottom, we start with I don't know what I'm looking at here. Kinda do, but I don't know what I'm looking at. Is it mecha? Is it power suit? It's a little bit of both. Blu-ray 1. Blu-ray 2. DVD 1. DVD 2. These look a little more mecha-ish than power suit-ish. That looks power suit-ish. Nani? This is actually a kind of heavy booklet. I saw some stuff that I suspect if I looked at for longer than 2 seconds, I would be able to figure out this box contains promo keychain. Oh, look, it's this thing. So I'm going to put this aside. Actually, we want to look at this because this says it's regions A and B. It says it has an English dub. Oh look, SSSS Gridman. That's apparently the only special feature. Interesting. Well, they might have like clean opening menus. I don't know. This box contains keychain, sticker, art cards. Okay. Well, here's the art cards. It looks similar to what was on the DVDs. So I'm not going to go too far with that. This is the Alliance sticker. Okay. Makes sense. And this must be the keychain. Which looks pretty meaningless to me, but I bet it has something to do with them transforming into armormen. Anyways, next up we have Tsurune. So yeah, I see a region A there. I see an English dub there. Booklet art cards. Special features, clean opening and closing animation, Japanese promos. Also available from Sentai Filmworks. It's Saturday night. Actually, it's not. It's only Tuesday night. Although if it was Saturday night, then it would mean that the weekend was almost over. Although maybe some people were excited for Saturday night, because it occurs to me that Sunday was Super Bowl Sunday. I think I know who won, but only because somebody said, oh, they had seen it. I'm like, oh, well, I guess I want to know just because it seems good conversation material to know in case people want to talk. Okay, so this is about guys at an archery club thing. And they look like guys, and they look like they're at an archery club. Oh look, more guys at an archery club. Disc 1 and Disc 2. Interesting. I wonder. It's not exactly a reversible cover, but it almost looks like it. It's just that being blank is really good for background and not for a back of a thing. Although it works a little bit better in this sort of box. Oh, look, another booklet. Booklet. I'm noticing slightly less character art here. It's interesting how it becomes more anime-like the more of these we look at in this update. These feel like art cards. Club journal. Well, Kudo Club, which could be a form of archery. Probably the kind where you see the people dressed like that and they talk about clear minds and all that good stuff. Well, it's a curiosity. The name doesn't sound familiar, so I take it it's probably not as popular as like Free, but I wonder if it could be similar. Next we have a standard definition on Blu-ray 80 police release. For a while there I thought that he was one of her breasts and then she had two guys for breasts. It was weird. Bubblegum Crisis Detective 24. Yes, I should know that because... oh well, why did I forget it? I should have known. Oh well. So, you know, BD. This isn't something I'm expecting that's like too mind-boggling. The only mind-boggling thing about this and that is that today's the street date for these, and Amazon usually doesn't send things that arrive on time anymore. Well, for street dates. I see a region A there. I can't hold it straight, obviously. Audio, Japanese and English audio. English subtitles. So, oh, no surprise, because I think it was 6 episodes. Unless this is a TV series. That said, this actually said 200 minutes. Focus camera, 300 minutes. This is maybe a 12 episode series. Why do I feel like I should know this and I'm forgetting? Inazuma 11 Aries Kickoff. Now this one is weird because I think this was released by somebody not your normal in Circle. So I'm still not even entirely convinced that this is not what's it called? Well, anyways, I suspect this is, you know, kind of a simpler release. I would expect this to maybe be dubbed only. And actually, does it say anywhere back here that's region 1? Because I wonder if it's region free, because usually that tends to be an indication of pirated. Well, let's at least take a look at this. So it's pressed. It does say DVD on it, and that's the right size symbol, which usually means that, legally speaking, they're in compliance with DVD spec stuff. But anybody could throw that on there. Anyways, I think this is legit. I just, especially since this seems to be a recyclable thing, but it's actually a pretty good quality recyclable case. So I don't know what to make of this. Kickoff. Anyways, last but not least comes this, which is heavy as fuck, because it is an import of a Japanese Gundam release, so they of course took out all the steps. So I'm just going to probably take these all out of here. Jeez, and these are still in a thing together. So I'm going to burp into the camera and open this up. Oof. Feels like it's been a while since I've had one like this. I'm going to leave this up here in case these will get sealed back together. Because what the fuck did I even order here? Like this. This doesn't feel like it's going to stay with it. Right, because this says Blu-ray something something. I don't think any of these are Blu-rays, because they feel like they're books. This looks like a storyboard. Very storyboard. These look like... oh shit. It says there. That's pretty cool. I have no idea what these are. Are these dialogues? Are these plans? Scripts? Interesting. Which means I think this can get tossed that way. This can get tossed this way, because this would be the actual Blu-ray itself. That's not normally how you jump. Actually, that's pretty unusual jumping even for a mecha, which isn't even jumping, it's probably dancing. And curling up into a ball like that, yeah, that's a good way to, you know, reflect reality. Your thoughts on it? Yes? Okay, and this feels like... gotta be careful with these Japanese releases, because sometimes the boxes are so weak that you're like, no, I'm not getting rid of it. But yeah, and I'm going to set this aside and keep it, and I'm going to put that aside, and we're just going to dig in here. Okay, interesting. There's two booklets here, but I was just noticing that this one has different texture there and there. You can see the different textures. And this one doesn't look that different, although I don't feel the texture difference between those, even though you can kind of see it. Okay, she's not looking at her hand. Got a brief glimpse of what looked like what could be main characters. Oh, let's take a closer look at this. He's drinking from a water bottle. It looks very idolish. See, this is, did I even read the name? Because I think this is Reconguista in G. Reconguista in G, the movie one. I don't know, it sounds very musical. Which makes me wonder if this is like a Gundam Macross thing. Go, Core Fighter! Here we have the movie 1. Here we have they're both Blu-rays. Well, one of them seems to be the main. I can see down there it says blank disc. And down there it says blank disc. And I see the symbols are different. But since I can't read Japanese, I guess that means that I'm just going to have to accept the fact that I don't know. But hopefully I will be able to know to read that in order to spell it correctly. Anyways, here's this week's anime DVD collection update. I guess, unlike last week, I barely watched any anime this past week. 1 or 2 episodes of Index Season 3, Disc 2. Okay, so it's Index Season 3, Part 1, Disc 2. The Blu-ray Disc 2. And I have the DVD in there. Because my Blu-ray disc was having trouble reading. Anyways, I'm not sure what to think about this start of Toma and Index's next adventure. It's weird, but I don't know if I want to go into details. Sorry, all I can say for certain is that it is very strange. It's, I don't know. It kind of reminds me a little bit of what the first season was doing as well, where it's just like where the characters end up was bizarre. I like this a little bit better than where it was before because it didn't feel like it was building or telling a story that was as relevant to our characters. In fact, they kind of resolved an instant by just having Toma magically appear in the right spot, even though it didn't make sense. It made sense for him to need to be where he was. It just didn't make sense how he ended up being there. And that one was more about the church whose name I am forgetting. I thought I had it for a while there. Anyways, the one wasn't bad per se, but it felt like it was less about the parts of the Raildex universe I like and more about just an interesting side thing, and of course we want to see the main thing. And this one's definitely starting with stuff that may be relevant to that. But I guess I'll find out if it stays interesting. I don't know. I haven't given up on it. I've just been spending most of the last week asleep. So, for example, I didn't watch that one episode of Konosuba 2, the OVA episode. And obviously I wasn't in too much of a rush because even though today's the release date of Isekai Quartet, I kind of knew Amazon wasn't going to have it delivered today. It's either going to come tomorrow or Thursday, which is what it's been happening. And I think because I'm going so slow through stuff and there's plenty of interesting things for me to check out here, I'll be able to resist opening the package if it arrives tomorrow, and I'll be able to save it until next week, open it, and we should see Reincarnated as a Slime Season 1 Part 2 and Isekai Quartet. Those are the main 2 things I remember. They're both isekais, so that's kind of weird. Although Isekai Quartet is an isekai, which is kind of a weird thought if you think about it. Anyways, anything else? I guess not. I'm not going to be doing a streaming thing tonight because we are all exhausted, and that is fine because I've been very exhausted. Again, I spent most of this last week sleeping. I didn't even work on VR chat avatar stuff. I mean, I did some on Sunday, a little bit on Saturday, but nothing really before then. Yeah, I've just been tired. Oh well. I guess, I guess I'm just gonna end my update here. Y'all have a nice week.